Welcome those of you who are joining me for this session of the Breath of Fire Circle Wednesdays, whether you're live or on the repeat. I am Breath Master Aaron Motley, your global community elder, breathing life, into your life. A little bit of background of why and how I became known as the Breath Master. First and foremost, I got started on this segment of my journey in earnest 30-something years ago after the loss of my mother to cancer. And I asked God, Creator, Allah, whatever you want to call it, the energy, the entity that is creative force for all of us that flows through us all. I asked, how can I avoid this particular situation? How can I avoid this level of pain and suffering in my body, in my emotions, in my spirit? How can I help others avoid the same? So I like things very simple. So I was given the simple answer that cancer can't survive in an oxygen-rich environment. So therefore, get more oxygen in your body, prevent cancer. Now, you all who have known me for a bit have heard me say that. I don't know how many of you have made the logical step of sharing the breath work with anyone that you know who is encumbered with cancer, anyone who's encumbered with high blood pressure, diabetes, schizophrenia, anxiety, panic attacks, stress, hormonal imbalance, lack of movement in their body. All of these things are impacted by the way you breathe, whether or not you get more oxygen into your body, whether or not they get more oxygen into their body, snoring, sleep apnea, mental confusion, can't sleep at night, insomnia, constipation. All of these things are affected by the breath. So if you know anyone with any of these issues, which more than likely is everyone, because all of those things are commonplace throughout the course of life. Aiding digestion, everybody eating. Better elimination, hopefully everybody's crapping. So all of these things are impacted by the breath. So share this work with everyone you know. That's my intention, and that's what I do. If you know me and you haven't heard me talk about the breath, you don't know me. I don't care who you are, more than 5 minutes. So, the breath of fire. This is a phenomenal technique, but I'm going to share with you one of my guiding principles. This is how you truly master the breath. You take advantage of the principle of putting the breath and movement together. That's the basic thesis behind all of these movement meditations, Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, all of those things. Martial arts, dance. If you are doing these things dynamically, you are invariably syncing up the movement with the breath. So, with that principle, everything you do in life, living, you're alive, you're breathing. So you can add the breath to the flow and the movement of life. Any movement, any movement. Any movement. Any movement. Any movement. If it's slow, you add a slow breath. Expanding on the inhalation, contracting on the exhalation. That's the dynamic of what goes on in here, between here and here, in the lungs, in the thoracic and the abdominal cavity, where the lungs reside. So you inhale, you expand, any expansive movement. Exhale, inhalation, any contracted movement. If you want to employ the breath of fire technique with that, You just do it quickly. Yes, prayers go up and blessings come down. Prayers go up, blessings come down. You want your prayers to go up quickly and your blessings to come down quickly? Then do it quickly. Pray quickly. Get your blessings quickly. That little exercise or movement or Kriya as it's known in Kundalini Yoga. Of course, you know Kundalini Yoga is fast movement when you're doing the squeezing of the muscles of the perianal array while you're doing a fast breath. Maybe squeezing, maybe you're not. But Kriyas are rapid paced, short exercises with the breath in Kundalini Yoga. That's what they call it. I call it whatever I feel like, because that's how I do. That's what I want you to do. Don't get caught up into somebody else's scenario. No disrespect to any yogis. I do yoga myself. However, we want to free the mind from any type of potential dogmatic way of thinking, where somebody or some entity or some group of people own this, own that. Nobody owns you. Nobody owns your mind. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Y'all know the saying, Parliament Funkadelic. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. So, free your mind. Let's get into this prayer hands breath. Prayer hands movement, as I call it. So you put your hands in the prayer position. In this movement, you're going to focus your eyes on the tips of your thumbs. You're going to let your head fully bow in that process. You're going to watch your thumbs the entire time as your head comes up and falls back. Your hands are as close to directly above your head as possible, and the head is relaxed. Then, when you get ready to exhale, contracted movement, you're going to bring your hands down, keeping your eyes on the tips of your thumbs as you exhale. With the hands folded, hands together in front of your chest. Make sure your fingers are together. None of this. Make sure when you go up, you're going as straight up as possible. So you're going to come straight up above the head, keeping the hands as close to the center line of the body as possible. And if you fall back in this process, that's okay, because there's actually an expansion in here, allowing for more oxygen to get in. So, I'm going to do this with the Breath Master technique. Place the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. We're going to move fastly. For those of you who want to follow, this is going to get heated really quick, so stay with me. If you feel yourself getting lightheaded, do not stop. You're not going to fall out. You're not going to faint. So don't get into that whole mental thing of, oh. No. You just flow with the breath. Tune into the breath. Allow the breath to move you, okay? So here we go. My hands are in the prayer position. Fingers closed. Elbows relaxed at the side of my body. Hand in close to the chest. My eyes are on the tips of my thumbs. Notice how far my head is bent. Notice how when I come up here, how far back my head falls. Okay? So, eyes on the tips of the thumbs, tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, curl it back and inhale up slowly and gently. Elbows fully extended, hands straight above the head. Lungs full. Release the tongue, drop the jaw, exhale with them. Head fully bowed. Curl the tongue back once again, inhale up. Exhale down. Eyes on the thumbs the entire time. Inhale up. Elbow straight. Up. Flow with me. Slow it down. Slower. On the next breath, I want you to inhale up and hold the breath with the lungs full. Hold the breath, lungs full. Let that head relax. When we exhale down, we're going to hold our breath with our lungs empty. Release the tongue, drop the jaw, mouth to a full oval. Exhale down, nice and slowly. And hold, lungs empty. Tip of the tongue, just move the mouth. Curl it back, inhale up. And hold. Release the tongue, drop the jaw, exhale down. Squeeze out a little more air this time and hold. Squeeze, hold. Curl the tongue back, inhale up. Last time. Elbows straight, hands directly above the head. Hold the breath. Do not exhale. Head fall back. Release the tongue, drop the jaw, exhale down and hold. Squeeze out some more. Hold. Relax and breathe. Now that was one of the exercises that I share in the Breathmaster certification and some other things that I do to advance your capacity, your lung capacity, the fullness of your breath, and the fullness of your life. These are things that I share in general and specifically throughout the course. If you want to become a breath master, sign up for that course. Go on my site, www.breathmastera.com. Look for the page and you'll get more information about that practice. In general, whether you sign up with me or not, get your breathe on. Get these practices in. Share this with as many people as possible. If you know some people that are struggling with life, they need to breathe. I don't care what the issue is. So share this, share this, share this, share this, share this with your friends, family, loved ones. Share it with your enemies. And hey, check this out. If you send me a request at my email address, breathmaster@breathmastera.com, I will send you a recording of the sound of the Breathmaster technique, just the sound of the breath. You put a headset on and you listen to that sound. Let it fill your head, let it fill your energetic space, and you will be able to meditate. You will be able to acclimate to a better quality breath. You will be able to de-stress simply by sitting there with a headset on, with your eyes closed and listening and doing nothing else. It will work for you. It will help you. It will probably save you some agony and stress, especially if you're dealing with a lot of stress, anxiety, panic attacks, all of that kind of stuff. So this is your global community elder, Breathmaster A, signing off. Look for that Patreon page coming at you soon.